How you doing? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this fun jack-o'-lantern style makeup. I did a couple different looks throughout the video, so stick around and I hope you guys enjoy. So I thought I hit record and I already did my primer, which was my Milk Hydro Primer and foundation, and I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation today. I don't really like this foundation, but I figured since this is a Halloween tutorial, it wouldn't matter that much if I use this foundation. This is not the foundation I would use for Halloween. Just throwing that out there. So I just got to Jane's wedding on Jane the Virgin. I won't say to who, because in case you haven't watched it. I'm already on season 3 out of 5 and I'm sad. I don't want to finish this series. So I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible concealer today. I picked it up in the shade 320 Porcelain. It's really light, so I can't really use it for like an everyday look, like at all. So I use it for Halloween. Yeah, very, very white. Which kind of works out because I really wanted a light face today, so that way you can really see the color that I put on. My foundation looks like crap, but that's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, for my brows, I am going to go in pretty dark, like darker than I normally go, because we're gonna have a very dark face today. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. Lock-On Liner and Brow Cream in medium brown. Looks like this. And I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild brush that I bought at Dollar Tree. I really like this brush, by the way, guys. I think I need to go buy another one, but at Dollar Tree, because if you don't get them at Dollar Tree, they're not $1. They're more expensive. So if you're gonna buy this brush, go to Dollar Tree. I kind of want to do it, but honestly, after seeing the second movie, I don't really know if I want to anymore, because it was trash compared to the first one. I did not like it at all. Which makes me really sad because it had so much potential. And I think they tried way too hard to make it scary. Because honestly, it was not that scary. Like, at all. And then the people that we watched it with were terrible. Terrible. Oh man. Were awful at the movie theater. Like, we had people taking off their shoes and their feet stunk. We had people We had people that sat in our seats and wouldn't give us our seats that we had picked. Because you know how nowadays you pick your seats and then you go sit in them. Well, these people were in our seats and they wouldn't move, and so luckily it wasn't a full theater. And then there was people in front of us talking the whole time, and people behind us that were talking the whole time, and getting up and being loud and screaming when it wasn't scary. It was a bad experience. So, but yeah, it was not very fun. I went whenever I was in Amarillo this last week, visiting my fiance. Man, my brows do not want to match today. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my bronzer real quick. So, for the first look that I'm gonna do, it is going to be very glam. Yeah. It's gonna be pretty glamorous, not too scary. You can do this very last minute. And then I'm going to add to the look. So that way if you want to make it scarier, make it look cooler, whatever, you can definitely do that. Little nose contouring. Okay, then I'm going to take my Tarte Amazonian Clay Matte Waterproof Bronzer in Park Avenue Princess. I think I got this in an Ipsy bag at some point, but I figured it would be perfect for the look that I'm doing today. And honestly, I wore it for the first time in a really long time yesterday, and it looked pretty nice actually. It is a little on the orangey side, but that's really okay, especially for today. My fiance is so cute. I told him I was having issues yesterday. He was like, just do fall makeup. So I am going to move on to my eyes, and I am going to put a layer of translucent powder under my eyes because I'm gonna have fallout with this look. I'm going to be using the James Charles palette today, and a little bit of the So Jaded palette. Sorry, not sorry. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go in first with B right here. Oh, and if you're wondering, I did go in with a white marker and wrote the names of all of the shades there, just so when I film, I can know exactly what color it is. On this brush that we picked up, B, I'm gonna just put that right in the inner corner. Then I'm gonna go in with 518 right here. A very, very intense orange. And I'm just gonna put that on the outer edge. going in with the brush for that yellow. Just going to blend those two shades together. Next I'm going to go in with Code James right here. It is the middle shade in the oranginess there. I like that all those colors right in the middle are all very neutral, everyday kind of colors. Okay, I'm just putting that right underneath of 518. Going back in with that B shade, I'm just gonna brighten that up a little bit more. Taking an even smaller blending brush, I'm gonna take Benny right here. And this shade, I'm going to focus more on carving out my crease. Well, I'm gonna go above my crease because I have a hooded lid. Now that this is on there, I am going to go in with Spooky, the black in this palette. On a pretty dense brush, I'm just going to kind of pack that on. I'm really focusing that on kind of where we laid down Benny and the lid area. Then I'm gonna take a brush to pack on that color. And I'm going to go back in with the brush that I used for shade 518 and get a little bit more of that shade on there and kind of just blend that out. It is a pretty harsh line and I kind of want it to stay harsh, but I don't want it like extremely harsh. And I also want you to be able to see that orange color peeking through behind it. Okay, on a smaller blending brush, I'm gonna pick up Code James. I just want to diffuse that black a little bit right on the edge there. I'm just gonna kind of wipe off that brush and pick up B and do the same thing on the inner corner. Now for the really fun part, I'm gonna go in with this bad boy right here. It's called Onyx, and I love this shade. I've been waiting to use it for the perfect look and I feel this is it. So I'm gonna use my finger. You definitely see the glitter. I'm gonna really pack that on and then use this black brush and kind of diffuse it on the edges a little bit. So I'm gonna take my brush because I'm pretty much done with my upper lid. You can see that they are a little off, but that's okay. When you first wipe off that translucent powder, make sure to just quickly swipe and wipe off your brush. Swipe and wipe off your brush, because if you just kind of go in and go like this and to wipe away that powder, you're gonna smear the shadow that had fallen. Okay, now I'm going to take a makeup remover and create a little point on it. And just even out those lines. Because we can always go back with a little bit of concealer, but I'm not even gonna need to because I'm gonna cover it up anyway. So I think that looks much better. I'm gonna dip back into the B shade and hit that one more time. Taking 518 again. Gonna put that right up here. So with my NYX Professional Makeup Fine Ink Liner in black, looks like this. I am going to just give myself a little tiny definition across my eyelid. I'm gonna do my other eyeliner off camera since the dogs are going crazy right now. Eyeliner is now done on both sides. They don't match like at all. I'm really bad at winged liner, so moving along. So I'm just taking Spooky, the black in the James Charles palette. I'm just putting it right along my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take a small dome brush and I'm going to use Code James to buff that out. I'm going to take this brush that I used 518 on, and I'm going to run that along my lower lash line too. Okay. Then I'm also going to take B on this brush that I used earlier. I'm going to run that underneath. Now that our under eyes are very smoothly and blown out, I'm going to take Onyx and just run that shade right up there along the lash line just by curling our lashes. I'm gonna go in with mascara. I'm just using my On the Rise mascara by NYX. So I'm just gonna apply 2 coats of this and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm popping on these lashes right here. These are the Kiss Sultry _A lashes. They are my favorite eyelashes ever. I wear them anytime I wear fake eyelashes. I feel like they're the perfect length. I like them because they don't just look like a fan. They actually have like some points and stuff. Alright, lashes are on. So I'm going to go in with Pearl from the Associated palette. And I'm just going to pop that right in that inner corner. Taking it pretty far out. I'm going to take this mascara right here. It is the Voluminous Lash Paradise Glitter Topper in gold. It's just so beautiful. And I'm just going to like barely touch that to my lashes and the falsies. Alright, then I'm going to take my Duo Lash Glue, the brush on one, and I'm just going to put a little rhinestone. These are actually the same gems that I did use in my festival video. Now for the exciting part, the mouth. So I'm going to use a black coal eyeliner. This one's a Wet n Wild one. Okay, so I'm going to mark where I want my mouth to end. So here's about where both ends of my mouth are gonna land. These do not need to be perfect whatsoever. I think it looks creepier if they're not perfect. So yeah. Alright, now I'm just gonna draw the lines of a pumpkin mouth. I'm gonna start right gonna fill it in with this eyeliner. So here's what we have at this point. This looks really creepy. But my lines are very jaggedy because of that pencil. It was very, very creamy. So I'm going to take my LA Colors liquid eyeliner that I got at Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to outline our mouth area. here we are. Now, I am going to, my lips look so weird. I'm gonna set it because it is a little tacky from the eyeliner that we used. I'm gonna use Spooky from the James Charles palette, of course. Okay, so you could totally leave it just like this. Very kind of a Halloween, not super scary, is good. However, I want this to be a little more fun, so I am going to take Onyx and I'm gonna dab that into the mouth area. I'm loving the way it looks with the little bit of glitter. So fun. It's so creepy when I smile. Okay. This is the first one that I'm gonna do. In order to make it a little more orangey, a little bit more Halloween, I'm going to take a big bronzing brush and I'm gonna use this with Code James on it from the James Charles palette, obviously. Okay, so real quick, I'm just gonna take my liquid liner first because it's a real simple little nose. I'm just gonna take and it's not perfect, and honestly I like it better not perfect because then it looks creepy in my opinion. So this is a very more glamorous kind of look. Okay, now I'm going to switch this eye to a more traditional pumpkin eye over on this side. So I'm going to take off my jewel. Okay, I'm gonna kind of trace it out first before I go crazy. Now, this little piece of eyebrow is going to be a pretty big distraction. So what I'm going to do is take my white eyeliner. Now, if you're going to do this look, I would not do your eyebrows first. I'm going to take some concealer on a brush. I'm going to take just a little bit of powder, put that down, and I'm gonna let that sit there for a second. I'm gonna start going in with some black. Alright, that was a mission and a half, but we gonna pack on the Onyx shade. This is definitely another way to do it. You could do it with both eyes, or you can have some more fun with some orange. But for now, another look that you could do, so you could do this side, more this side. This side I feel like is more traditional, but it's also a little more creepy. Not as glamorous at all. This eye looks really pretty. I'm going to take a white pencil and I'm going to go from about here. So I'm going to take this shade right here. And a little brush. The same brush I actually used for my eye area over here. And you do want to be very careful around your black, just because I did put eyeshadow on that, and that could easily transfer. So I'm just going to put this generously around it, and then I'm going to go in with a more defined brush to get right around close to those edges. Finished the orange. Now I am going to take No Beans right here and create the lines in a pumpkin. Alright, so I went ahead and added rhinestones. If you do this look, use bigger rhinestones. It took about like an hour and a half to do all of these. Just FYI. But this is the final look. A little glam, a little pumpkin-y. Yes, I'm gonna go take off all this eyeliner. I do suggest also not using this specific eyeliner, as it did get a little hard, so it hurts to move my face. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I look forward to doing a few more in the future. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, comment, whatever you do, you do. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Alright. Are y'all ready for this? This bad boy right here. Oh, I dipped my finger in it. I don't know if you can see. Oh, there we go. My mouth, where it's gonna end up. I took my gem clean off.